Alright, hello everybody. Back with more GregTech New Horizons. So, I've been busy off camera. I'm at the Steam Age base right now. As you can see, I set up the one boiler that we have that I made the other day. This thing is so slow, it's kind of comical, so I'm just letting it run right now. It's getting the water from the water tank I set up out there the other day. It just pumps it in the bottom. Charcoal goes here, heats up, steam comes out into the buffer tank. Alright. Yeah, and then comes out the bottom here, goes into the back of the machine, and it'll vent right here. There's going to be like a one block gap here, then machine, then gap, then machine, and they'll just vent like right here into each other. So this is the alloy smelter. This is what we use to make like bronze, red alloy, things like that. I can't make huge batches at a time because it'll burn through what little steam is in here in a matter of like a minute or two probably. But I can just go grab a little bit. And you'll see I rearranged the base a little bit. I forgot to mention that. How the storage was along here. Since the water tank is right there, I moved the storage all over here. And then upgraded a lot of the chests to iron and stuff like that. So yeah, if I just put that in there, that'll start running. And I did make the stuff, yeah, this is modded Minecraft. It's GregTech New Horizons. It's literally the most complex Minecraft mod pack, like, ever created. Like, there's nothing that compares to this thing. Like, all these things with, like, the blue outline, that's just additional items. Like, this thing has a couple hundred mods in it. And there's just tons and tons and tons of stuff. There's magic mods, tech mods, all sorts of stuff in here. With the main one being GregTech. Like, the goal of the pack is to eventually make a Stargate. Unfortunately, that's easier said than done. If we go here, like, just the blocks for the rings takes all of this, and it's a 9x9 crafting recipe. I mean, just like the field generator takes all of this stuff in an assembly line with all of this crazy stuff and all of this. You can see this just goes on and on and on and on and on. Like, and that's just for one part of it. So I'm going to go ahead and I should have the stuff to make a sleeping bag so I no longer have to carry the stupid bed along with me. I just need 3 wool and 3 carpet. Let's see. Saw. Okay. Yeah, I set up like tool chests here. This is for like books and plates and stuff. Oh yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, I'll work more on it probably either later tonight or tomorrow. I'll work more on the programmer art and stuff. Yeah, we've been me and James have been working on a little bit of a project the past few days. So, let's see, wool. Where did I put my wool at? Here it is. No longer have to do the old way of 2 to get 1. Now 2 gets 3. So, much better. Let me just go like that. We got our sleeping bag done. Let's just put that all in here. This is like a temporary storage. Alright, so now that that's done, let's slap that down there. Yeah, definitely. You gotta get off that, like, constant, just do it day after day after day after day thing. Oh. Like, that's all you were doing there for a long time, I know. So, yeah, as you can see, like I said, I was going to move most of the berry bushes against the wall. I did that. Kind of made a little path, put some torches and flowers on it. Blackberries are still not moved, but it's no big deal. So there's not enough room along that wall to put all these berries. And yeah, there's the water tank. Exactly where it was. I haven't moved it. Because a higher humidity biome makes it generate water faster. And yeah, you can see here it just pipes it out straight into there. This just generates water over time passively because there's no infinite water. So if we come here, as you can see already, I've expanded this a lot. Even on the mini map up there in the top right. So we got maple. I bought this from the book. You can buy it with farmer coins from the quest book. And then made paper bark trees. I still haven't trimmed the tops off yet, but these you just right click and you get paper. Like, no more having to craft it with the silly nonsense. And then I set up just some basic trees. I haven't set up all of them yet. The only one I'm really using is coconut right now. So yeah, and then I've expanded this out, got everything like row planted. There's some soy there, but there's more. I got all the vanilla types of trees mostly done. I still need to expand that a little bit. But yeah, as you can see, there's just tons. I'm still missing a couple crops that I just haven't done the gardens for yet. But yeah. This is all extras of things that are heavily used, like tomatoes, soybeans, lettuce, spinach, bell peppers, rice, spice leaves, mushrooms, onions, all that good stuff. And over here is a lot of ingredients. Just tons and tons of the stuff, as you can see. I've got everything ready for the rainbow curry right here. That's needed for the healing axe quest. This is all tree items. But yeah, I've got everything here except for the final item right here. Burning blossoms. These only come from the nether. So everything else is done, literally. And we come over here to Hunger No More. We need 8 nether gardens. I've already made all of this. All we need is that and the rainbow curry. So I need 8 nether gardens and 20 burning blossoms. That's it. Everything else is done. Yeah. Got a little bit of a stockpile of food here. It's not a ton, but it'll do for now. It's enough to get me going, at least. In fact, I'm going to take some of this meat with me, just in case. So first order of business is going to be to get obsidian, because I don't have any. And yeah, I did buy a quartzite ore and a lapis ore there. I got from the quests that I had done. That way I can find these easier with the ore finder one. And yeah, I did find one AE meteor, so I got 1 press out of it. It is like way, way out here somewhere. Where is it? Yeah, right here. Way down south of spawn. As you see, I did some exploring here. If we zoom in, yeah, this is that farm area. That's how far I've explored already. This is tiny compared to what I had last map that I've explored on it. But I had to do what I had to do to get dandelions and poppies. As because of the mods in this, it makes it really hard to find vanilla items sometimes. Let's go fill that back up. This is still a little dark over here. I haven't fully lit everything up correctly yet. So it may be a little tricky to see it there at first. And yeah, this has been upgraded to it could mine obsidian now. Like, these have been slightly upgraded compared to what I had. Alright, so I'm going to take 2 buckets of water, a little bit more bronze, and you can see that's done. I'm going to let the steam buffer fill up before I put any more in there. And you'll see I cleaned up my waypoints too, so now we go like this. Now we can see all the junk. Yeah, I didn't move the rubber trees yet. They're still a mess over here. Haven't really been keeping up with these. Alright, so we're going to go to the old hidey hole. And over to Lava Land over there. When it says Lethal Lava Land below. I'm going to go get some obsidian. I have fire charges. So I haven't tested this to see if this is even going to work. If it's even going to let me use that to get in the nether early. But you're not going to stop me from trying. That's all I'm going to say. We just need like 10 of these. And I might as well get a couple extras while I'm here. But you only need 10 for another portal. And it won't hurt to have a few extras, because obsidian's going to start to be used pretty heavily soon. So I may as well get a little bit extra while I'm here. And yeah, I named that waypoint after Mario 64. The Lethal Lava Land level. That's where the name came from, up there. Right there. Because I actually died there twice in a row. Alright. Whoops. We're gonna take 10 of that, 4 of this. Okay, put those away. I'm gonna take the fire charges. Well, we're just gonna come over here kind of out of the way. Let's see, can we just subject this Coven Witch right here to Nether portal? I mean, if it works right now. That's all I need, is something that works, you know? It doesn't have to work well, it just has to work. Right. The moment of truth. Does this work? Ooh, it does. Oh yeah. I did not expect that to work. That's crazy. As much stuff as they nerfed cheese for things in this pack, I'm surprised they didn't nerf that. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I'm surprised they didn't nerf that. I was expecting to just get shot down like, haha, that doesn't work. Which is why I put attempting cheese. Because I didn't know if it was going to even do anything. You know what? I'm actually going to sleep here just in case. I'm going to dump all of my stuff right into here except a little bit of cobble. And a couple of torches just so we can at least see something in there. As I do not want to lose anything in the nether. Just in case I just get a straight up death spawn. So, that would be bad, if you know what I mean. I don't want to have to try and get my stuff back the hard way. I already had to do that, dig obsidian by hand for 20 minutes straight down there in lethal lava land. So, I don't want to have to do something like that again. This isn't the permanent home of this nether portal. This is completely temporary. It's eventually going to live in the... wherever I put the big tree, wherever I put the giant Natura redwood, that's where it's going to live at. Because it's probably not going to be like all the way over here unless I build the base there, but I was literally thinking of just building the big base like down here or something, you know? Or even build it into these mountains and take this village and just take all the villagers and put them into a trading hall or something. Haven't really decided yet. Alright, let's peek our toes in and see what I got. Let's hope a good nether spawn this time. Let's hope. It's gonna take it a few seconds to load. I've never loaded it before. Really? Corrupted sands? Ugh. I mean, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but... it's also not great. Yeah, I already hear heat scar spiders, I think. That's very much not ideal. Because, yeah, I'm not technically supposed to be here yet, so... but I'm sneaky, so why not? Okay, good enough. Seal it up for now. So, we need burning blossoms, which I am not going to find in this biome either. Yeah, visceral heap is kind of trash, to be honest. Glowflower is really nice, though. Those are a really easy way to get glowstone. Like, really, really easy way. These are also a good source of bones right there. Nether gardens, let's go. Heck yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much the goal here, is to just wander around and find whatever I can quickly. Ow, ow. I don't worry, I can't see squat either. So... ooh, these are really good right here. Yeah. Ignis fruit is good to have. Those are some nether berries right there of some sort. Guarded by a bit of a problem, though. I don't know if you can see it, but there's wolves there. And you gotta watch getting near pigmen because they will just randomly turn angry. So, like, this place is very much not hospitable at all. Like, yeah, this place is so bad. Alright, I would call that at least a successful first raid. Let's get out of there. Okay. That's one down. That's not enough nether gardens. But that's nether gardens. Let's get this crap planted and spreading. So last time it took 14 real-life hours for even one of these things to spread. Let alone, like, 10 of them. I may as well plant the blight berries, too. Why not? At this point. Where are we gonna put them? You know what? Right here works. Oh, I can't. Can I? Nope, can't plant them on this. Okay. I'm gonna store them in the temporary junk right here. Let's see. Glow flowers. These are, if I remember right, yeah, you convert them to seeds and then go from there. You just plant these like any other crop. Ignis fruits, let's see. Yeah, I need an Ignis fruit sapling. So I'll probably have to go get that tree and get the saplings the hard way from it by just breaking it down. Because right now it's more of a scouting mission than anything. Alright, I'm going to bring the pick, and I'm going to bring this, and I'm going to bring that. I'm not going to bring anything else. Alright, and I may as well bring my helmet. Alright. Because everything seems to be okay in there. Let's hope for some quick spread on these, too. Let's hope. I doubt it's going to happen, but you never know. Hi. Yeah, the Coven Witch decided to go on through there. Now, as you can see, with them randomly just taking damage for no stinking reason at all, it's like, welcome to GregTech. And well, you see my strategy for dealing with threats like that, just run. That's a big heat scar right there. No, thank you. That's just death. Alright. It's not going to leave me much option, is it? Alright, that one's a fishing pigman right there. Ow, ow. Okay, got the saplings, that's all that matters. Sulfur clouds I don't care about right now. This is just get some saplings. This is a 2x2, so alright, that should be plenty right there. There's another one in here, but there it is. Okay. Visceral heap is not going to have what I need. I'll take these glow flowers though. I see burning blossoms down there. But there's a problem. I can't get down there. Alright, this is a risky proposition right here, but I'm gonna try it. Yeah, that's not ideal. Man, where is the, okay, it's farther in. So if we go down here, should be able to get in there. I gotta be wary of digging like this, because I could very easily dig myself into lava and end up dead. Like, literally in an instant. There's nether quartz over here. Apparently. Alright, this is much better. You know what? I need silk touch. That's what I need. Oh wow, there's sphalerite vein here. That's going to be important later on. Yeah, that's what it is. I need silk touch. I forgot about that. Or no, I need, God, what is it? I need, freaking shears. That's it. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not silk touch. Shears. Shears. There's the sword. Shears, shears. I had shears. There they are. Okay, those chunks can just go up. You know what? Just put them in the plants chest. I literally don't care right now. And then we'll put these up here because they're special. Okay, let's do this. check on this real quick. How's this doing? 212, it's getting there. I can put on a small batch of bronze now. Might even be able to do a whole stack with that. I don't know. Alright, we're going to attempt however much it allows me to do. Alright, round 3. Okay, blossoms are where? Why is there a latest death in here? Oh, that must have been from the test world. Zeros is a little goofy with its waypoints in this version. That's probably all it is. Bye. Let's just go a long way around that. I want nothing to do with that. Anything like that is a giant do not engage. Alright, let's test the theory on the blossoms real quick. Yeah, there we go. Ardite ore, I can't mine that yet. Glowstone, I'll have to get in the future, but don't need it right this second. Same thing with cobalt. Man, I wish I could have found these this fast before. Let me tell you that much. Steamberry bushes. Holy cow, look at all these nether gardens. This is crazy. Where were these my first time around? You have no idea how long it took me to find those stupid things. The first time. Like, it took forever. And that was just to get one. It's a small silver ore. I'll definitely take that. Now the pigmen are mad, so. Also, funny bug with the spams trees right there. Let's see, this is ghost wood. Sure, I'll take it. Alright. Wisps, wisps, run, 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 run. Yeah, what's with these nether gardens? Look at this crap. They're everywhere. Holy God, no. No thanks, I'll pass on that one. Run. Let's see, I can survive that. Yep. Alright, do I have anybody chasing? No. Okay, how much do I have? 33, 9 nether gardens. Alright, that should be sufficient, I think. See if I can lift a couple of decent ores out of here real quick. Duskberry bush, too. Sphalerite ore. Look at this madness. This is crazy. Like, why are these so common? What is going on? So we need to collect a ton of this for planting our nether crops. Would you like to try? You're on slow sand. I have the advantage. Hi. Bye. It's like no fire doggos today. Not dealing with that. Let's see, I couldn't care less about that. I would rather have this. Ah! Freaking fire bats! Get out of here. Man, I hate fire bats. They just come up on you out of nowhere like that. Alright, I'm tempting fate the longer I stay in here. I really should get the crap out of this place, like right now. Before something bad happens. That's an infernal. Have that, like, just one more garden mentality. Oh, these gravestones are pretty cool stuff, too. You know what? Chuck some cobble. I literally couldn't care less. Is that another nether garden? Yes, it is. Alright, let's get out of here. I've tempted fate enough. I got what I needed and more, so that's a win in my book. Okay, pop these in here. I need to pop all of that in there. I'm just going to put all of these in here since I need to get those dealt with. I'll take the 20 of these with me. I'll take the 8 of those. Click that. That turns in the nether gardens. All I got to do is go craft the rainbow curry. And then we are done with the healing axe. It's like, how about that? Let's see, that can go in the temporary chest too. I don't need that right now. All of these we'll just put in the plants. Skyberry can go in there. Pop these. Skyberry can go there. Tongue of dog I don't need at the moment, but we'll store it anyway. Whoops. Where did I store my stuff at here? Here it is. Alright, the early nether heist, complete success. Like, that really could not have gone better than it did. Yeah, let's go get my healing axe. Way earlier than last time. So, click rainbow curry times 20. What do I need? Skillet. Boom. 20 rainbow curries. Submit that crap and claim. And we're the proud owners of healing axe. No more hunger. You see the saturation bar down there just filling up right now. Yeah. Take that. So as long as that's in my hand, no more hunger problem. I'll still carry the lunchbox with me just in case I need to run like long distances or in the middle of combat and I really need to refill hunger. You don't really want to sit there as a sitting duck using this as a weapon when these are better. So, still have food, I just won't be using it as much now. It's not as relevant anymore. I do need to get the nether crops planted eventually. As they'll farther trivialize food. Oh wow, I actually got a spread already too. What are the odds of that? Yeah, so Bloodleaf is literally all vegetables. This replaces any and all vegetables. Flesh root is, I guess, for fertilizer, but can just be ground up into mincemeat, which is literally a list all meat raw, so that's a universal raw meat. And then marrowberry is a universal fruit. So, pretty cool stuff. You really can't beat that. And that's the only three things you can get out of here. So yeah, universal vegetable, universal raw meat, and universal fruit. So, like the tofu, completely irrelevant. Alright, we're going to put those in the to-do chest. And let's get on with the real meat of today's endeavors. Right here. This stuff. And I will get these eventually. I need to farm cows. I know where there's a lot of cows that I can take out really fast, though. I've marked them on the map. Let's see, Chad is irrelevant right now. I'll still finish the quest eventually. Just don't need to. Because I already have paper bark. So who cares? Why would I need that if I have paper bark, you know? Still gotta make a copper chest for this. Like, I'll clear a lot of these useless quests off camera. Not gonna do that just yet. I don't need them. And yeah, this gets more essence berries and steam age loot bags. Like, yeah, there's a lot here. I need to go mine more skystone from that meteor, things like that. Need to find a coal vein soon, too. That's going to be very relevant. I may have to see if I have enough coins to blow on one of the quests down there to get it. And this, yeah, we just get a proven grafter and a forest ranger bag. Okay. Not worried about this. This will involve clearing out a big area and doing a lot of breeding work. So we're just going to move on with steam here. Alright, red alloy ingots. These are fun. 1 copper, 4 redstone per ingot. I need to process a whole lot more redstone here. We'll go ahead and kick some of this off. There should be enough steam in there to at least get most of it done. The solar boiler spam is going to come very soon. That can't come soon enough, in fact. Let's see, raw redstone. Alright, smash it with a hammer. And yeah, this stuff is so cheap now that I've practically given up on sawing it for the most part. I do it every now and then, but just not very often. There's not much of a point anymore. Ooh. Oh man, the sneeze has already begun today. Just stick all of that in there. Boom. We're about to burn through a lot of hammers here. Just like that. 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 Yeah, we'll very quickly get something that can help with this. I'm Gonna go for the steam grinder, like, as soon as I get enough power to run it. I don't have enough steam to be able to run it right now, but definitely going for early steam grinder, because it's so useful. You save so much iron from not having to just sit here and burn through dozens of hammers to process redstone and stuff. It's very worth it. Because otherwise you waste so much of it on this stuff. Because redstone processing is extremely inefficient at this point. Nine, 10. 2 more buckets. Let's just go grab a couple real quick. Collision bugs. It's like, welcome back to 10-year-old Minecraft. And bugs like that were extremely common in this version. It has some collision issues, to say the least. Alright, that should be enough to get me going here. Let's see if our red alloy's done. Oh yeah. Sweet. Make another batch here. This and conductive iron is another important one, but we're not quite there yet, I think. Let's go for the Steam Age loot bags. Yeah, conductive iron is like down over, I believe, somewhere. I forget exactly where. It'll happen eventually, but mainly working towards the prerequisites for both electricity and for steel. So those are the big ones. So using steam to cook things. Steam furnace is more efficient than a regular one, but it's slow as dirt. Literally. Like, this thing is dead slow. Alright. 7 small bronze pipes. We'll just store this for right now, because I don't really need it at the moment. Yeah, when I say dead slow, I mean dead slow. Like, because all the steam machines are like half speed. Like, it's hilarious how bad these things are. So, but they're your only option at this point, so you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? Wrench is what I'm missing. There it is. Alright, boom, and we need 1 furnace. I should have a bunch. I made a bunch earlier, right before I started. Because I knew I was going to burn through a lot of those, so I made a bunch. Alright. I don't really care about this thing at the moment, so I'm just going to store it for now. Red alloy is going to get its own place here because it's one of the most common alloys this early on. Alright, yeah, it's going to want me to make hoppers. These are a little expensive right now. I'm going to try and hold off as long as I can until I can get cheaper plates and stuff. Alright, and yeah, here's the upgrades. You need steel. Like, high pressure furnace is actually, like, okay. But we need wrought iron and steel for that, so we're not quite there yet. And steam alternatives, yeah, there's ways. Like this, let's go ahead and turn that in. It's right here. Good old solar boilers. Like, these are very, very worth it, especially right here. The advanced solar boiler, like, once you get some wrought iron and steel going, these things are so good, it's worth all of this hassle to be able to get a bunch of those. For now, we gotta go down here and make pistons. These are fun, let's just say that. Iron plates and iron rods. And if you can't tell, we're working towards the compressor pretty much, and like a forge hammer, that type of stuff. So another way to get glass is like this. You can do clear glass and then just chisel it back to vanilla glass. It's also a pretty lousy way of doing it, but it works in a pinch. So, okay, what do we need here? Oak fences, carpenter's blocks, iron gears. We need a stack of rods, 2 stacks of, two stacks of rods and a stack of plates. That's right. Because we're crazy like that. This is where we start batch crafting big time. Like, this is where it becomes relevant. So now that resources aren't quite as much of a concern for now, they will be, because we're going to burn through a lot right here. But hopefully I have enough to get through today. We'll see. One could only hope. Hammer. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. I need to make another file. Alright, just so we have one. You know what? This is enough for now. Screw it. Half a stack should be okay, right? Wire cutters are right here. The single most annoying thing literally ever. Yeah, and then red alloy plates for those. I'm getting mixed up. There we go. Alright. Alright, so we'll make 8 of those. Alright, what do we need? Cobble, carpenter's blocks, fences, and red alloy plates. Alright, bang all of those out into plates. Get more sticks, more planks, because carp blocks are fun times. Wood frame box. Boop, there goes that wrench. Now we need iron screws, which we need iron bolts. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I was like second guessing myself there as to what I actually needed. Alright, now we file that again. Right here to get the screws. There's first batch of carpenter's blocks. Okay, oak fence. I should have some. This thing is probably going to require oak fences, knowing my luck. So. Alright, we're just missing cobble now. go. Alright, now we're missing more oak fences, so... Now, honestly, this is the way to go right here. Let's try spruce and see if it works. Okay, it works. Now we're missing gears. Alright, 8 pistons, done. They're like, what the hell is that? Indeed. Stuck pistons. These are used for steam grinders. Sure, we'll take them. Alright. Next on the list is macerator. Good thing I got those diamonds the other day. Bronze hull, 8 plates. Oh, that's a hammer. Okay, the madness with planks is a little much there. That's better. Beans on toast. Get over here for now. I don't care. Okay, steam macerator. We need another thing of these. So let's make 2. It's large. We need smalls. Alright, now we need diamonds. I have that right here. I didn't go mine more of them yet, but I don't need more right at this second. Open that up on that side. Make sure to set these pipes like that. Ow. Alright, that should be filling up with steam now. Yep. I like this addition too. This used to not be there last time. This did not exist. You couldn't see how full these machines were without like doing some weird stuff. Now you can actually see the steam level. It makes it a lot easier to gauge when they're ready to go. Alright, that just gives jelly beans. I don't care about that right now. Yeah, this is going to lead you down towards calcite and gypsum. Those are going to become important here very soon. And, yeah, you'll see I went to the nether a little early. Not super early, but a little early, because the nether's right here. And nowadays you're supposed to get the flint and steel and do it proper. I'm like, I'm not doing it proper. I'm not waiting for a healing axe. Okay, quartz sand. I've already done this before to make that initial batch of glass, but yeah, I just have to do it again. Quartz sand is just sand busted up this way, so nothing crazy. Where is my flint? There it is. Alright. Yeah, the inventory is going to be a gigantic mess. I really do not care. Alright, boom, boom. Boom and boom. There's that. Alright. So, we go glass dust is 8 to 1, so we're just gonna go like this. So we're about to pop a whole lot of gravel. This is why I mined so much of it. It's right here. Because I knew this was coming. I'm like, I might as well do it now, you know? That's why I did it so far ahead of time, right there. Alright, so now we take this, we pop all of this except for like 1 because 63. That's enough for 7, like that. Boom, there's our first batch of glass. So now this, and you can see there's no recipe straight to furnace. We gotta do it in an alloy smelter with a block mold. If we come here, empty shape plate, and we open up our molds right here. Mold block. A casting form block mold right here. So we need a blank brass cast. Should have plenty of brass in here. Alright, blank cast with hammer there. And a file right there. File. There's the file. I never got around to making that thing. I should have, but I didn't. Alright. Wait. Okay. Oh, yeah, it wants you to do it. I'm getting ahead of myself. I can't quite do that just yet. It needs steel. That is not an option right now. It will be soon, but for now, we gotta do this trash. I mean, there's already 26 blocks of molten glass in there, so I'm just gonna store this over here for now. Same with all this quartz as well. Just keep it in the same box. So now we'll put the glass on there. Pour it on out. As you can see, I hooked up way more of these now. So this process is going to be a heck of a lot quicker. Yeah, and then it's like, use the chisel to convert it. And you can do the flint and the macerator, but again, low-level macerators are really bad. Like, they're really slow. Especially steam, when they run at half speed, it's even worse. Like, really not ideal. Where'd I put my chisel at? Alright, just like that, we got regular glass. Take our steam age loot bag again. Stick it up there for now. Go ahead and put the rest of that away. Okay, so now steam extractor. We need glass, piston, another bronze hull, and some pipes. Easy enough. Let's just go pop a whole bunch of this right there. Boom. 1 bronze hull, 1 steam extractor. This is why I batch craft it right there. It's much faster. Yeah, this is probably going to be a short-ish stream today, because I still got a lot I got to do, so just IRL stuff. So we're probably only going to go here probably another 20-30 minutes, I think, depending on how long I got. Then I'm going to be offline for a few hours. I just wanted to make some quick progression, get the healing axe today, pretty much. That was my goal. So yeah, now we got mud, liquid tanks, although these are unmovable, not portable, use dolly. We can't make a dolly yet because we ain't got steel, so let's get our steam compressor. It's 2 pistons and another bronze hull. Easy enough to just pop another one of those there. And we need to make another set of pipes real quick, like so. Pop our steam compressor. The offhand slot really doesn't behave like you'd expect either. It's really kind of goofy. The side effect of porting modern Minecraft to 1.7.10, I guess. It behaves really strangely sometimes. Okay, so we're done with that. Now we need an anvil. Finally, 5 blocks of iron, 2 iron plates, 2 iron screws. These can literally only be made in the compressor. Whoops. Boom. Those running. Let's see, the rest of it is actually like plates and crap, so the rest of it is fairly simple. It's not anvil. Okay, 2 plates, 2 screws. Yep, we're just waiting on that. And what do we got? Stalled, cannot vent because I forgot to set the vent like an idiot. Boom. Boom. Much better. And you gotta do like that to get it running again, because out of caution it will stop until you like stop it and then start it again. Even if it'll say insufficient steam, which is kind of funny, even though it actually doesn't have insufficient steam, because the tank was still full. I guess there's just no error message for that specific thing going wrong. Like it's not expected in a way. Yeah, we're definitely not getting to seal today. Like, I still haven't done any prospecting. So there is 0 chance of that happening. So I need to find calcite, I need to find gypsum. And I'm gonna use the, right here, this lapis ore to find the calcite vein. Alright, let's see. Anvil right here. Done. Okay. And yeah. I don't need a second. I don't need to rename anything right now or repair like this at the moment, so I'll hold off on that. Alright, steam forge hammer. It's just another bronze hull and some pipes. That's a hammer recipe. Alright, there's our steam forge hammer done. I really wish I hope they fix that in the next version. I still haven't updated to 2.8.1. My guess is it's probably fixed there, because that's gonna get on people's nerves for sure right there. It's kind of annoying that it does that. If they haven't fixed it already, I'd be surprised. We need bronze here. Alright, there we go. Next, take my free iron though. That's nice. Okay. Trash cans, don't care. That's what chucking crap in a lake is for. Power of the Sun is now open. Double silver plates, glass, bricked bronze hulls. The usual. Alright, show me that silver. Boom. Boom. I should have a decent amount. And yeah, I did get a silver wood out of the cherry blossom grove. I had to pop one tree down here, one over here, and two right up over in this general area in order to get one. And the fourth one finally dropped it last night. Okay, let's see here. If we macerate this, what happens? Not really much of anything. Okay. Just see, is there any way right now to get extra out of this, but macerates to 2 according to that, so for a raw silver. Okay, so we can't get anything extra out of this. We should just dump it in here. Let's clear all this garbage out real quick. Kind of do a bit of a cleaning. Much better. Uh-oh, something stalled out. Yeah, we are dead out of steam already. The alloy smelter is extremely expensive, so it's no surprise. Like, that's the biggest steam hog out of all those machines is that alloy smelter. And when you've only got one small coal boiler running the show, it's not enough. Obviously. But yeah, I'll try to go as long as I can. It's probably not going to be all that long of a stream today. I might be able to go a little bit longer than I expected. We'll see. All this cooked up into nuggets because they're evil like that. Let's see here. Wait. Did I just goof? I forget. Did I just goof, like, really badly doing that? I may have. I don't think there's a way to do that. Is there? At least not very easily, yeah. Yeah, you need an ingot mold. Frick. Yeah, I just screwed up big time right there. Let's see if we can toss them in the compressor. That's the forge hammer. Nope. Shoot. Ah! I forgot that. You can't do it that way. That's right. Because you get freaking nuggets. You have to pre-process it. Shoot. Yeah, I just wasted all this silver until we get a blast furnace. So I forgot they did that on purpose to catch you off guard. I forgot about that. If you're not paying attention to the recipes, you'll lose 80% of your silver right off the bat like that. Let's just drop it in here for now, because there's nothing I can do with that. That is absolutely worthless to me at the moment. Bricked bronze hulls, need more bronze and bricks. These should just be able to be compressed. The compressor should be able to run fairly well. Compressors are dirt cheap. They take almost no steam to run. So, yeah, it only uses 80 liters a second. That thing pushes out 120, so it's nothing. It's just very slow, unfortunately. We can also just do this. I can kind of help it out by just going grabbing some water buckets and doing a little bit of manual crafting. Just save some time. Okay, I'll go out the side door then. Sheesh. That was almost bad. It's trying. Yeah, if you're curious, the death counter is already up to 34. Not good. leverage hammer now. The other nice part, 3 of these should go into 2 plates, I do believe. No. So it's a little bit more efficient. Yep. Yeah, like that's still barely running. This is full again, so. But if I start that, it's gonna starve these machines. Because this one's gonna drain right here now. Solar boilers are going to help fix that problem, though. Alright, that should be enough right there. So once I get all these up and running and get enough steam going, situation's gonna change drastically. It's no longer gonna be like, hey, you can only run this thing for like 2 minutes before it just dies. That'll be no more. And I kind of screwed myself out of most of the silver there by not paying attention to the recipes being screwed up on purpose, because they're evil like that. Alright, solar. Alright, are they gone yet? Yeah, they're gone. We're safe. We go like that. They should fill up. Yep. Perfect. So then once I get a big old huge pile of bronze made, I can start to pipe the steam directly in there into the tank instead of piping water into this lousy piece of crap right here. And this will be a lot more efficient process. So we're gonna run this last one, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab a couple of those pipes at the end, and just plug that sucker right here for now. Because we got 2 hours until the next rainstorm hits. So I'm not worried. And these aren't electric machines anyway, so they should be okay out there. Yeah, you see these are already cranking steam out right there. That quick, that easy. It's literally that simple. If we rotate this sucker like so, and we will vent out the back, yep, like that. And we take our pipes here and here. Boom, boom. Alright, that should run a lot faster now. Yeah, you see, even pushing that, it's still going up. So, That's the power of solar boilers right there. And these aren't even the good ones. These are the crappy ones. I need to make another door and just put a stupid door right here or something. That's what I need to do. Let that continue to do its thing. Alright, what is next? Yeah, barrels. I forgot about that. We do get these, so... Yeah, and you can upgrade these now just like modern Minecraft. Extra modifiers, gold, diamond, yeah, that's available now. Not that I have it. This just wants me to mine the diamond vein. I'll get to that off camera. Books. Let's see. Welcome to forestry. Yep. Not really into that right this second. Let's see. It just wants me to retrieve books. I can definitely retrieve books. There we go. And that is why we raid villages, right there. Yeah, then we get into like barrel upgrades you can do and all of that. Alright. It's funny how it's like, hey, yeah, do this quest now. And it's like, you can't yet. So we're actually gonna need all of this stuff, I do believe, right here. We need to find lapis. Just getting rid of all the garbage out of my inventory real quick. Then we'll move on from there. Whoops. Actually, I want to keep that. I want to store red alloy right there. Iron there. We'll store silver over here for now. Silver will be abundant once I get to the Twilight Forest. That's still a little ways off. Can't exactly just get there early like with the Nether. It's not an option. Then yeah, I'll deal with all of this crap off camera too. And get a bunch more resources mined up because I do not have enough here. Oh, we still ran out of steam. Okay. It was generating faster, now it's not. It was probably just emptying the buffer. Still did a lot better than the other machine in here. There's basically two of these. This goes to show you just how expensive running an alloy smelter is. Alright, we'll let that do its thing. Plus, it's getting to be nighttime, so that's even worse. Okay. Put that away. That away. Put away the copper, the tin, the iron. I don't need it. Spruce logs can go in there. I said spruce logs can go in there. Don't need that. Let's go find a calcite vein. Watch it be right below the base. I'm calling it right now. The ore finder's gonna go crazy. Let's see. How was it you do it? There we go. Gotta click it on a box. Alright. And no luck with right below the center of the base. Okay. It could also be too deep. That's also a thing that can happen. So this thing's not perfect. Like, it only scans a small number of blocks outwards and only a certain number downwards, too, so. It's very possible that there could be one here still. Let's see, where is the calcite vein at? Yeah, lapis vein is 20 to 50. So as long as we're not on a mountain, this, I believe, will find it. There's a king slime over here. Where, though? Here's a coal vein. Is it down there? Huh. What? Or it could be up there, too, and it's still showing up. You know what? It's probably up there. That's another thing I need to do pretty soon, is go up there and get all of that stuff taken care of. Why is it, like, suddenly getting really dark really early in the day? That is very strange. Is there another one, like, way, way up here that it's not registering on the map or something? I don't know. Huh. Weird. Yeah, 20 to 50 in the overroad. If I remember right, this thing scans, what is it, like 60 blocks downwards, roughly? I'd have to look at the quest book to see. If I remember right, it scans about 60 blocks-ish. So, like, at that height, it's entirely possible it could be slightly out of range. Come on, where are you, Lapis? Surely there has to be one around here somewhere, right? Come on. Where are you? Come on. Where is it? Dang it. I'm not going to go out that far into that biome. We'll take this zinc, though. Can't pass up free zinc. Considering how much of a pain in the butt that stuff usually is to get. Darn it. Nothing. Wow. Crazy. Oh, here we go. Bingo. Yep, calcite ore. Sodalite. Yep. This is the one. Lazurite. Oh, well, that's never a good sign when that's what you dig down into. Is this a dungeon or lava? Probably a dungeon. Yeah, it's a dungeon. It's a zombie dungeon, so it's not that bad. It's plague zombies, but it's not the worst thing to ever happen. Oh, nice. And just do the old method to make darn well sure absolutely nothing is spawnable. What do we get? Bronze, copper, tin, red garnet, turrets, magnesium. Eh. I mean, it's not bad. How big of a run is that? Not much. Alright, let's clear out the inventory. Hello. How you doing today? I'm making some nice progress right now. Just finally found the calcite vein. I just gotta mine enough of it up to get a blast furnace going. And I'm probably gonna have to end stream like here kinda soon though. I got a lot of IRL stuff I gotta get done. I'll try to go as long as I can, though. Sure, we'll put it in there. Why not? Yeah, doing good here, so... Start of the stream went really well too. Got healing axe early right here. I should probably keep that on me now. Oh, I grinded all the stuff over a couple of days off camera. Got everything except the nether stuff and then just went into the nether first thing and finished it off. So I had to go get the burning blossoms and nether gardens. So my first time playing this pack, it was extremely difficult to find a bunch of the burning blossoms and nether gardens. This time it's just boom, 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 right off the bat. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So a lot of this is Like all this used to be over where the steam machines are. I had to move it all off camera, got it resituated. So it's a little bit better now. Alright, we don't need to carry this lapis ore. I'm going to save it. This is my ore finder ores specifically. Let's just go do a little bit of mining. I don't need to do a ton of mining right now, but just a little. Let's see, I have another one. Yep. Alright. Should probably try and kick this back up a little bit here. Yeah, just to let it finish off that last recipe real quick. And then we'll head over and mine that calcite. So that'll give me some bronze to work with. I don't have a lot right now. Alright. Like, I'll have to figure out what to do with silver, too. Because I gotta see if there's a way I can get those silver nuggets back into ingots. It's not. That was kind of the idea, actually. that was the idea of it. Was that exact thing. It was like when it comes to like Minecraft and stuff especially, I tend to play a lot of like packs similar to this. Or like really complex technical stuff. And like I do a lot of like computer programming and stuff on the side, so it's like it works. It fits that perfectly. Yeah, I totally forgot I had just gotten the healing axe. I set it in the chest when I went to the nether and then never grabbed it again. Should keep that on me pretty much at all times. Since this pack has like Spice of Life and all that, and it just nullifies it. Yeah. Where is the entrance? I think it's right here, right? Yep, right here. Here we go. Into the calcite and lapis mines. So I need both calcite and gypsum. So is there anything left in here? Sure, I'll take the dirt. Why not? Right, 20 to 50. Here it is, right here. Lapis should be in like the middle. The top is lazurite and calcite. So we actually want to mine the top part. So that's really the part I care about the most, is this top 3 layers. Just due to the way GregTech ore veins work. As if we go in here, if we want to get technical again, if we go into the vein stats, yeah, sporadic calcite, so you got like a primary ore, a secondary ore, and in between that's in the middle is the lapis. The calcite's going to be all throughout, so, but we'll just mine the top 3 layers for now. Or 4, that works. Yeah, it gets kind of crazy with how these ore veins generate, like, they're in almost kind of layers, sort of. Like, you'll have a primary layer, a secondary layer, then you'll have a sporadic that can be all throughout the vein, and then you have, like, a middle vein like that, where it's like the middle 3 rows, sort of thing. It's a little different than modern GregTech packs, which are way different than that. They tend to just generate huge blobs of ore just almost completely randomly, I've seen. Like, some of them follow this same idea in modern GregTech, where they're like in sort of sandwich cake layers like this. But for the most part, like, certain ones are just huge and sort of random. Unlike these. In a way, I like these better, even though you get less ore per vein. If you're targeting one specific thing that's in only one of those layers, we only need to mine that part of the vein, not the whole thing. I have Fortune 3 on this pickaxe, so I can get about 2 point whatever it is times the normal amount on average. Oh, there's some calcite up there. Yeah, like all this right here, I'll take this. This is all I really care about right now. Don't really care about the rest of it that much. Ah, I'm hitting the wrong button. There we go. Fixed. I forget how much calcite I need. It's a lot. Oh, yeah. One of my favorite mod packs ever is, have you ever played Material Energy Hypercubed before? Like ME4? It's another 1.7 mod pack. It's an old one, but it's pretty darn good. Yeah, it's really good, but the version that's out there right now is kind of broken and removes some of the mods. Like, compared to the version of it that I played through. Like, I kept an older version of it and put in some extra mods to fix the bugs. Like, there were modified versions of the mods posted on the FTB forums a long time ago that fixed a lot of the bugs with the pack, rather than removing the bugged mods. So the pack developer removed all the bugged mods, and now the pack is kind of like a broken shell of itself. Oh, that was weird. Mass inventory desync there. But yeah, if you can find the right like versions of the mods that aren't completely broken, it's a really fun pack and very hard in terms of combat. There is also some tech there, but you kind of just get the materials as you go for the tech. There's not really much to it in terms of that. Alright, so we're just gonna do like that. Whoops, not silver. There. That way I don't have to go back and forth and run. I can just set home and go there. It's a lot faster. Let's see, yeah, like this calcite. I don't know how much of it I need. Gonna get tons of this, which these are nice because everybody's favorite Z-tones blocks. Like, both this one, because it's just a solid, like, kind of like bluish white, great for like high-tech futuristic stuff. And then this one, kind of your like scientific laboratory sort of floor tiles. They're everybody's favorite Z-tones blocks. And they take ice in this pack, but usually you would need this stuff normally to make them. But there's some other good ones that you can use this for too. Yeah, like the Azure blocks, which is what they're used for in this one. They also have, where is it? Right here, the dark version. The Azure 14. You use a combination of those two. Having all this free lapis is really nice. So let's see, how much calcite do I need here? That's just teaching you how to do luck. Let's see, I just need to retrieve more sodalite ore. I'm not on the layer for sodalite, which is why you don't see any sodalite there. I'll have to dig farther down to get the sodalite. Then gypsum is Faller's Earth, but with basaltic mineral sand. There's also Faller's Earth with kaolinite, which is not what I want. So if we do gypsum ore vein, basaltic mineral sand, so we can use the Faller's Earth to find it, actually. Let's see, do I have one? Yes. As long as you have anything with that ore, it will work. Like, this will work, and any version of this will work. Like, anything that has the ore dictionary tag. If it sees Faller's Earth, it just searches anything Faller's Earth, basically. So I can use that to find the other vein very easily. Just like I did with this one, just as you were coming in, you just run around until that thing starts beeping at you. And then just violate Minecraft's #1 rule of don't dig straight down by literally digging straight down. Yeah, I violate that rule on a regular basis, especially in this pack. Because you're actually fairly unlikely to dig straight down into lava. It's not as common as people make it out to be. And in modern Minecraft, you're more likely to die of fall damage by digging straight down than you are to fall in lava. Just because of the large caves. It's not all just the cheese caves like old Minecraft has. So I always found that rule kind of funny. It's like, why? You're more likely to die of fall damage than anything. Yeah. Because you get a lot of those little sporadic bits of cave, like cheese caves. Some people call them spaghetti caves. I think that's what they actually call them, is spaghetti caves. Because they're like just long, windy strands of spaghetti, pretty much. Like, if you were to take and replace all the blocks with air and replace the air with blocks underground, that's what you would see. It just looks like twisty, like, pieces of spaghetti. That's how they actually generate. But the new caves, and where I get the cheese is you also get pockets of just random bits of cave that aren't connected to anything. So, hence the cheese caves. Sodalite, yeah. It's gonna be down like this layer and beyond. So that's why you're not seeing literally any of it here. And we'll see just how much you need. Oop, gravel. And a little bit of black granite never slowed anybody down. It's a cool building block, though. And when you use the modified versions of it, just like chisel blocks in this pack, it blocks all mob spawns. So you don't have to worry about mobs spawning on that crap. Alright, how much calcite do I actually need for the blast furnace? Right here. This is the goal right now. Needs 72. 72 calcite, tons of clay, quartz, blah, blah, blah. Then we need the gypsum dust before we can even make it. But yeah, we need 4 of these. We need enough to make 4 of these. We don't need 144 fire bricks because you can wall share multi-blocks in GregTech. It's not like, say, like a Railcraft coke oven where there has to be a block separated between coke ovens. Not in GregTech. Let's go ahead and get that sodalite out of the way real quick so it clears the quest. There we go. Done. Let's repair real quick. It's nice having the Tinker's tools. Something you don't see in a lot of modern mine packs is Tinkers. Let's see, I'll take... actually, I don't have enough room for that. Alright, well, we'll call it on this vein for now. That should be enough. Yeah, I may actually be able to get one going here. So this needs to go into the macerator. It's 2 EU a tick. It's peanuts in terms of what it uses in Steam, so... Pop that in there. That'll double the yield. It's actually pretty decent here, and I live in desert area, and it's actually pretty decent here today too. It's like only in the mid to upper 70s, low 80s here today. Not that bad. Way less bad than it has been. The last few days it's been getting over 90. But it's still a lot better than the like mid-summer here when it's like 110, 115 during the day. Let's see, sodalite I don't care about. Neither lazurite either. Black granite, where are you? I don't have black granite yet. Dang. Didn't expect that. Yeah, I prefer the heat over the extreme cold here. I'm the exact opposite. I can handle the heat, but I'm not a fan when it gets, like, negative. But what's funny is I can go outside in the winter here when it's, like, 40, 50 out in the middle of the morning with no jacket or coat on. Like, it's barely cold to me. I'm kind of weird like that. Alright, so let's take our ore finder. Let's go see if we can get proper Fuller's Earth vein. Yep, ground Fuller's Earth. Okay. Let's see, do we have one in here too? We actually have an impure pile here, just in case. I see you. Wither Witch. That's not good. Wither Witches are a nightmare. Oh, I got jump boost from that. Alright, run. Let's just go around this way. That'll continue to do its thing right there. Hurry up and go away, jump boost. Nobody likes jump boost. It's garbage. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, when it... The bummer is, like, I go to a couple anime conventions, too, a year. I don't know how people do it in the summer out here, because it gets really, really hot. And, like, our big anime convention here is right during the peak of that heat, pretty much. So... Yeah. Let's see. I need to look up what Y level this stuff is at. I forgot to do that. Fuller's Earth vein. That's Kaolinite vein. We don't care about that. 50 to 60. So this is going to be right below the surface. So looking in mountains is actually going to be a good idea here. Gooseberry and cherry already have. Do not need. As you can see, I've been here. This was part of my exploration. This biome is awful. Not just because of the ugly yellow color of the grass, but because it spawns a lot of nasty spiders at times. Poisonous ones. Take all the deviating lilies. Those are easy ways to get dye. Very easy way to get dye. Ooh, I smell a free cauldron. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I will gladly take free cauldrons, because, yeah, expensive, clearly. Yes, pretty much how I have to find this ore vein. This is the easiest way, is to just run around with this ore finder until it goes off. When it goes off and turns upside down, you'll know. It makes all kinds of like noise when it finds it. Search through this mountain area and see if we get lucky. Hopefully. Let's see, what time is it? 3:15. Okay. I can go a little bit longer. Yeah. I gotta watch this biome. There's dire wolves. Going here is a bad idea. In fact, you can hear one. Yeah, I gotta be on my toes around here, because those dire wolves, they will mess me up right now. Not geared for taking those on yet. So have you ever watched anybody play this pack before? Or no? Or is this your first time ever seeing it? This one is Oh yeah, first time, huh? It's a crazy one. This is the most complex mod pack ever made for Minecraft, literally. This pack takes thousands and thousands of hours to complete. The ultimate goal is to make a Stargate. In fact, let me show you here. It was like I said at the start of the stream. This is just the ring blocks for the outside of it. Yeah. 9x9 crafting recipes, like, heck, just the Stargate containment plate needs all of this crazy stuff, and look at the numbers, just the amount of power it takes. It's 1.25 quadrillion EU power. Keep in mind, EU is 1/4 of what the RF power that most, like, mod packs use. EU is 1/4 of that in the numbers, so you would need 4 times that in RF power to equal the same. And that's just the ring blocks. Then you got the chevron blocks here, which got like these upgrades with crazy filled generators and frames that need a bunch of this, and yeah, there's an interface for this. It's like all of this crap. I mean, I could go on and on. There's thousands of components that make that Stargate. Just thousands upon thousands of them. It's King Slime again. Oh, we're right over by this again. Okay. You know what? Let's go to the... That's funny. As soon as I do that, I find it. You gotta be kidding me. I was like, let's go search the old way, and no. Oh. Let's just go right back to where I was. As soon as I do that, I heard it going off, and I'm like, really? Because it's kind of delayed, because it has to search the ground below you. So it's kind of delayed by just a few seconds. I timed that just right, didn't I? Boop, boop, boop. Here we go. Yep. But we still don't know, is this the right vein? That's the thing. It could still be either one. Since Faller's Earth is in 2 different veins. Nailed it. Basaltic mineral sand. Here you go. There it is, gypsum ore. Nice. Alright, let's shut this thing up because it's annoying. There we go. I should look at our vein stats just to see what we're looking at here. Alright, gypsum is also sporadic here, so we're going to find it in the entire vein. And I believe I need 72 gypsum too, if I looked at that right. And that's just for one blast furnace though. But yeah, if you've ever heard of like the old FTB Infinity Evolved Expert Mode pack, think of this as almost like its bigger brother. This pack makes even that look hilariously easy. And that pack is a challenge too. Like if you want a good challenge mod pack, that's one to play. I wouldn't recommend this as a first Minecraft mod pack for sure. Or even a first introduction to GregTech. This would be a really bad way to do it. Because this is heavily modified from like real GregTech, but so are most of the GregTech packs out there. Yeah, welcome back. But if you want to try your hand at GregTech, I would say try either Nomi Factory or Moni Factory, depending on whether you want to go for slightly older Minecraft or slightly newer Minecraft. Like, Moni Factory is going to be a newer version of the game, and Nomi Factory is 112. So if you want to give GregTech a try and see if you would kind of be into this, like, super technical stuff, I would say give one of those packs a shot. Because they're way easier, and they take out a lot of the grind from GregTech. They make it all about the tech, rather than having to do this the slow way like I'm doing right now. Yeah, you just get mining hammers right from the start to do the 3x3 mining. And, like, you get the AE storage and stuff, like, really early on in that pack. Don't even get me started on how complicated AE is in this one. Yeah, okay. Fluix crystals, titanium, yeah. Glowstone plate, easy. I can literally make that first tier electric machines, right? And then titanium, though, is comes out of a vacuum freezer at HV from a actual electric blast furnace at HV. This is like the EV material. EV is like tier 4 electricity in GregTech. That's just to make the energy acceptor. That's not even to make, like, all the other parts to AE. I'm in Steam Age, working towards LV, which is tier 1. The last time I played this pack, the farthest I got was basically into late LV. I'm planning on trying to get at least to get into space this time, which would involve getting to about the time you would get titanium. So, I want to try to at least push that far this time. And the reason I restarted is my old base really wasn't that great. Like, it was still a giant box like this, but things were kind of poorly designed. I didn't automate literally anything, so it was not very good. Let's just set a home there. Just for the ease of getting back and forth, so I don't have to walk there every time on stream. But yeah, that's the general idea of GregTech, is you basically gather one material to progress to one tier. Each tier has its own material, like Steam Age is bronze, LV is steel, let's say, for example, and wrought iron. LV kind of has two. And then, like, MV is aluminum, and stuff like that. I was like, if we go HV hull here, like, HV is stainless steel, for example. Which this involves vacuum freezer and all of that other fun stuff. So, each tier has its own material that it's its main thing that it uses. You're essentially making stuff to progress through those different material tiers. Just one after the other. And how much gypsum did I get? 23. Not a lot. And I need to mine up all this silver. I need to remember to crush this with a hammer into the smaller form before I forget to. Because I kind of ruined most of my silver by not doing that. I literally need a blast furnace to process the rest of it, because I need steel to make a mold to be able to form the nuggets that it gave me back into ingots. Stupid mistake, but costly. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is, sort of thing. That's another thing GregTech will do. It'll trip you up. There's so many different ways to make or process things that require different tiers. And you will get tripped up by it. But yeah, I would... If you're into this type of stuff, I would say definitely check out like Nomi or Moni Factory, just to kind of get your feet wet with GregTech. It's a lot of fun once you get into it. It makes everything no longer trivial, which is my favorite part about it. No more of this whole download a mod pack and be it in-game in the mod pack in literally like 3 days. No more of that. And even like Nomi and Moni Factory will take you a lot more than 3 days to do. Like, you still got to go through a lot of tiers, but it's less complex than this pack. This pack's as hard as it gets. And like, if I get that far, eventually, like, we'll be going to like the moon and Mars and a whole bunch of moons and stuff like that. Like, if I get that far in it this time. This Galacticraft is in here with a whole bunch of add-ons, including ones that were made specific for this pack. I think it's like Amun Ra or something like that was made specifically for this. Like, there's a lot to it. Right, 27. I need more than that. Probably need another 25 or so, I would say is good. That'll give me a decent amount, hopefully enough even for 2. It's kind of what I'm doing, because the ore will get doubled in the macerator anyway, but having enough to make 2 of these would be nice. Because ideally, you want 4 of the primitive blast furnaces running. Because they are very slow. And they'll get put in the nether because there's also pollution in this pack. Air pollution becomes a major problem once I get the blast furnaces going. Like other stuff like coke ovens and normal furnaces and coal boilers, like the small ones like that I'm running off of, they don't really pollute a whole lot. So you don't really notice the effects of it. They're there, but it's not enough to even care about. That blast furnace generates so much pollution that you'll notice it really quickly. And eventually it'll get to the point where I need to wear a hazmat suit just to be around the things. They pollute that much. Luckily, it gives you a hazmat suit if they haven't changed that already. Because I know a lot of stuff in this pack has changed between 2.6, 2.7, and 2.8. The last time I even opened the pack was on 2.7, so I don't know what a lot of the 2.8 changes are. But so far, the changes I've seen are really nice. Like, we got all the modern Minecraft blocks and stuff now, and a whole bunch of other things are in here that used to not be part of this pack. 59. Yeah, I mean, that's enough to get started, sure. Because it's going to double when it goes into here anyway, so... While that cooks up and doubles, we'll just mine more. If I do this quick enough, I can probably get the blast furnace up and running today. It should be a lot farther than I expected to get. Though I am going over the amount of time I had for today because I didn't really have a whole lot of time to stream today. So I got some other stuff I need to get done still. And I may just stay up a little late tonight and get it done. Come on, Gypsum, where are you? I know there's not a lot in each vein. Since it's the sporadic ore, you're not going to get more than like a few stacks at most. Like out of a full vein, you'll get maybe a few stacks. If you're lucky. Alright. Yeah, I'll probably be in there. It's the stuff I gotta get done is mostly on the computer, so I'll at the very least, I'll probably be lurking in the stream. Whoa, gravel. It's trying again. And yeah, I have very much died by suffocating in gravel before. That has happened. Kind of one of the dumbest ways to die in Minecraft, literally. That has happened to me in the past, though. A couple times. But it'll hit you when you least expect it. And it's really funny when it happens. You're like, well, did not expect to die there. Sort of thing. And if I push hard enough, eventually, hopefully by, like, next stream or two, maybe we can even get AoE mining tools by then. If I push it hard enough. Yeah, there's King Slime. It's up on that slime island up in the sky, I think. The boss health bars appear when a boss is like 100 blocks away, so it's like... That's why it keeps appearing and disappearing, because I'm getting closer to the island. And King Slime apparently has this effect where it dims the sky like this. Sort of distracting in a way, but it is what it is. Yeah, this vein is really not that dense at all. There's not a lot here. It's kind of a really crappy vein. Surely there's got to be more, right? I mean, I got about 23. Goal is to get about another 25, so if we can find a couple more, we're good. That'll at least let me get one or two of them up and running. I can always mine the rest of the vein and make more of them off camera. The other nice part about basaltic mineral sand is it's more iron. So it's also getting some of the iron I'm going to need to make the steel. Because I'm going to burn through so much steel so fast that that's why we need 4 of the blast furnaces to even have any hope at all of keeping up with the demand. And even that's kind of pushing it. Alright, that should be enough though. And you can see it's going to take a while to go through the thing here. Long while. It is painfully slow. If I can push and get the steam grinder, I may do that before I end stream. I want to see how hard that would be to get. I know it's going to require a lot of bronze, which I really don't have because I don't have enough steam. So we may or may not even get that done in time. Because I'm already over the amount of time I was going to go. Alright, these are full again. See if I can at least get a little bit of bronze going. Any bronze is better than no bronze because I need a ton. This should be backed up pretty well. Yeah, it's about half full. These are very quickly going to empty out. Yeah, you can see it's already ripping through it. It's alley smelter. That's what it does. So this uses peanuts for steam. That's why this is still backing up, because it's barely using any of it. I would make 2, but there's kind of no point because the gap between late steam tier and LV tier is almost non-existent, so there's no point in making more than 1. Let's see, gypsum or calcite. Not tricalcium phosphate. Don't need that. So what else can I do here? We did 1008 clay. Oof. And we have 173. It looks like we're going to be clay mining while that processes. I'm just going to put it all right in there. Luckily for me, I live right next to a massive lake full of clay. Another old artifact of 1.7. An old Minecraft in general right there. With the can't see crap overlay. It's just impossible to see literally basically anything underwater in this version. The upside is going up even for an instant refills air completely. So part of me wishes they would put the modern swimming mechanics in at the very least, but they haven't. Because old school swimming is just so bad. It's way too slow. Like, it takes forever to come up out of the water like this. It's actually ridiculous how long it takes. Yep. You can see just how slow it is. There's no fast swimming in this version. Now, like modern Minecraft, you can take off pretty quick. Especially if you have speed potions and dolphins, it's like you can go really fast. You move faster in the water with dolphins than you can run on land. And the more excessive the speed bonus gets, the better. Where here, it's like you can have speed potions underwater, it does nothing. Literally nothing. That is zero effect. Like, it's just so bad. And I don't know of a mod that adds those mechanics reliably that's not buggy. Or that doesn't include other things that would break progression in the pack. Because there are mods that do it. Just, I don't know of one that would fit well in this pack. To be able to add it. Yeah, that's one of my primary gripes about old Minecraft, is literally how bad swimming is in it. Because it's like the worst thing ever. Like, I would say keep the old breath mechanics, because they're better. But bring the new swimming mechanics in. The old instantly refilling breath meter is really nice. That's the only good part about it. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Mud. That's stone. It's impossible to tell what's what. So slow. Oh, I'm stuck in the mud again. And this is nothing compared to the amount of clay I mined in the first world, because I built my LV factory building out of bricks. Literally out of clay bricks. I thought, well, I mean, it's a steam and, like, early electricity factory. I might as well build it out of period-appropriate materials. And it's like, you have no idea how long it took to mine 10,000 clay balls. Wouldn't recommend it that early on. Eventually there's a way I can just make clay, but yeah, not making that mistake again. That was borderline stupid. And that's a full inventory. Come on. Oh, this is out of power. That's expected. How much did we get? 28? Not the worst thing in the world. Also not ideal though. Mud balls can go up there. I need to shut that machine off or it's never going to do anything. There. Now we gotta let it fill up again. So now this, there's no point in doing this because low tier macerators don't give the secondary outputs like this. They only give the first one. So it's like I can just do that step manually. So it's like all this ore that's already like that, I can just hit it with a hammer. Do I have one? Oh, starting to get the hiccups for some reason. That's weird. Make more hammers. Alright, 71 calcite, almost there. 52 gypsum. This should just be manual ore washing, like so. Because we don't have an ore washing plant. That's an LB thing. Not much right now. You missed all the good parts, though. I got my healing axe finally, right at the start of stream. Busted into the nether early. Then, got most of the primary steam machines already set up and running, though not well. I'm working towards the bricked blast furnace right now to start getting steel. Alright, that's still filling up. That's nice. Switch this from gypsum to calcite. Yeah, we're making progress, finally. Alright. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be going much longer, as I'm already over the time I expected to be, so... I'm going to try and see how far I can rush this thing, but I don't know if I'm going to quite get there. Okay, what do we need here? 28 iron plates, 4 furnace. 4 furnace. Oh, there's the random lag. That happens sometimes. Nothing I can do about it. Okay. 4 blast furnaces. Well, I can solve that problem right here. Really? It's like, really, game? You're gonna do that to me? Come on. And we'll let those process because I don't care. Alright. 144 clay dust. Macerate into clay. Let's see. I think our only option is to do it the awful way. Yeah, our only option is to do that the awful way. Alright, yeah, if you stream later, I'll try and lurk in there at the very least, if I'm not done by then. Hopefully I can get done with that stuff early and be able to actually watch. need to close that hole up before I end up dead, because that would be funny. That's where the bricks went. I was like, where did the bricks go? That would explain it. Alright, toss that. And yep, on to this awfulness right here. Fighting games, Pokemon stuff, and Zelda 1. Though not as much of the Zelda 1 related stuff right now. It's mostly been doing a lot of Pokemon related stuff here lately, with a little bit of fighting game mixed in. Not all of it's on Twitch, though. A lot of it's been on Discord, too, so... It's 48 out of 144. This is just how ridiculous this is. And there's no good way to speed any of this up. This is the only way to do it. Because grind. You know what? Toss that one. We'll pick it up later. Oh, that's why there's too many of them now. Alright, now we can do it. Let's see, I can speed it up like that. That is an option. Let's just get rid of that almost busted one, because I don't really care. That's 128 plus that. That's more than enough. All right. 36 stone dust. I have 64 stone dust. We need one more calcite and 36 quartz sand. I should have quartz sand here if I don't pick the glass dust. Pop that with a hammer. Need to make another hammer. It's actually ridiculous how many hammers you go through early on. Very, very ridiculous. Hammers and mortars especially are the primary ones. They are the main pain points. Alright. Calcite. Where is it? There it is. unfired clay bricks, even more clay. Because older Minecraft, the true in-game and old Minecraft mod packs is always clay. There's never enough clay. That's rule number one, there's never enough clay. If you thought you had enough, think again. Just make 512. That going. Alright, that should get a whole bunch of that crap going. We do have some bricks already. They should be like over here. So that'll cut down on the mess a little bit. I think I have to turn it into 108 brick dust. Yep. Get ready to burn a whole lot more mortars, because why the heck not? There's 39 brick dust. Oops, I didn't want to disable that. Like, yeah, this is how silly this gets. This is one of the biggest early grinds right here. Compressed fire clay dust is brick dust and clay dust. We need 216 of that mixed with gypsum dust. We need to make concrete buckets right here, which are stone, quartz, clay, and calcite with the buckets. And that gets mixed with the gypsum dust and fire bricks to get your actual fire brick blocks. And then this is where those 4 blast furnaces go right here to make the controller block. That's pretty much what I'm waiting on at this point. Okay, that's 74, that's 81. Right, that should be enough to get going at least. Okay, and this is just brick dust with clay dust. So let's grab all of our dust. We're gonna need buckets galore. When I say buckets galore, I mean it. Take the furnaces, put them in there. Okay, brick dust mixed with clay dust. Not stone dust, with clay dust. Alright, that gets the fire clay dust, which goes into a compressor to make fire bricks. is it? There's so many dusts that look alike. There it is. Yeah, I was slouching a little bit down too. Oh man. Yeah. That's why my back was hurting that one day when I went for like, what was it, like 5 hours? Because I wasn't paying attention to that. But yeah, a lot of this is literally just grind, grind, grind at this point. That's all that's left to do. There's nothing I can do besides just the grind right now. Yeah, I imagine you got a decent amount built up by now. Since it's been a few weeks. You know what? Just take the stupid torches out of the offhand. I'm tired of accidentally placing the things. There. Problem solved. Alright. Let's see. Clay dust. We need bricks. We need all the mortars. Give me all the mortars. Yeah, that should be enough. Alright. Boom and boom. There's 10 more mixed with 10 more clay dust. Man. 13, that makes 17 total out of 216, so yeah. This is the grind right here. Oh yeah, there we go. I need to put more logs in there. Just put those in. Just gotta keep this one coke oven going for now. Like full time. Eventually it's gonna turn into like 8 and then 50. So, but I don't really need more than like a couple right now. I should have had 8 by now, but well, here we are with 1. But I need to make a big like LV base. Like the 50 will go in the basement of the LV base. With some like obsidian shielding in between for in case the boilers ever explode. Because we're going to be using the big boy boiler. These things right here. Specifically the high pressure ones, which yeah, if they boom, they boom. Would not recommend. It is not a pretty sight when they go off. I was watching one. I was playing a mod pack with a friend once, long time ago, and one went off while we were offline. We had no idea what happened. Our railcraft boiler literally exploded while we were offline. While the server was running. Literally the most like ridiculous thing, but it is what it is, you know. We can, I think, at least make the concrete. And get it out of the way. Possibly. Yeah, we can. And yeah, welcome to the time-consuming fun part, right here. And I just stupidly got rid of the one thing I needed. Like an idiot. Right here. I should have brought the thing to turn that back on. Probably should, because we're just wasting boiler time. Should probably check this at the start and end of each day. Just turn it off in the evening, turn it on during the day sort of problem. Oh, shoot, I have no empty bucket. Whoops. Dumb. There. Happy thing? Yeah, this is how silly this gets. There's just a lot of grind waiting on all this crap to process, pretty much. That's all we're doing here, is just waiting on literally everything. Where is it? Concrete. Let's take the concrete buckets. Why are you not working? Oh, yeah. It helps if you cook the bricks. That would definitely help. What? You're seriously gonna make me do this right now? Really? It's like all the other bricks work in the blast furnace except for this one. I find that hard to believe. against that. Let that sit there. Oh, shoot. Here we go. Calcite, calcite. I need to get this all processed. Get my hammers. Alright, go on gypsum instead. Let's turn that off. Come on, thing. So much grind. And I think I have to make enough blocks for 4 of these silly things. Yeah. Welcome to the grind. And all that while building up stockpiles that are literally 10 times this. It's like, oh yeah, 2K copper? Yeah, that's not going to work. I need like 20. This redstone, prefer like 30, 40,000-ish. Need to get enough silver for 24 high pressure boilers. I'm going to try to run on as few of the low pressures as I can until I need to upgrade. Unless they made it now where you use the low pressure to upgrade. Yeah, they did. Okay. So yeah, because you see I need a triple silver plates. I need wrought iron plates, steel fluid pipes. This is just glass and carbon. Just carbon meshes, which is somewhere in there. There's some weird carbon fibers, which is carbon dust, which is ground up coal that's been like sifted out into only carbon dust. Like it's a weird process. You gotta find the right recipe to do it. There's a recipe where you can make that really early on. It's just not immediately obvious which one you use. So. And as you see, yeah, this entire process makes 1 block. For the record, that is what we're going for. It's hollow in the middle, 3 blocks down. But it's a 3x3x4 with a hollow center. So you need a lot of these. Clearly, yeah, you need 36 total. Because this consumes 4 blocks right here. And we can go ahead and make that. Just get it out of the way. Done. And it's going to be like, quest complete, except it's not. We're not even close. Let's see, we need the compressed fire clay. Right here we need fire clay dust. So we need to pop more mortars here. We can start to just grab all of this crap, like, right here. We're out of stone. That's not good. Fudge. You know what? We can use clay buckets too. Screw it. Boom, boom, and boom. Boom, boom, boom. There. And you know what? You go right in there and cook, because we need more mortars. We need all the mortars. Yeah, I literally have no smooth stone. Rip. Can we turn this back into smooth stone? Heck yeah, we can. Just not the rest of it. Bummer. Because I'd like to keep this machine going, you know? If at all possible, try and keep that sucker moving. We need to pop some more gravel too. Come on. Boom, pop that one. Get out of my inventory for 2 seconds. There we go. Just put away the bricks. That should work. Just put these in there for now. More mortars. Because why the heck not? But yeah, if you're wondering the type of stuff I set through off camera, this is what I set through, is stuff like this normally. It's a lot of doing this, or things like tending the same crops over and over again with a bunch of micro crafting to make the top tier foods. Like this, it's like delighted meal. It needs smoothies. You've already seen me make that. That's easy. That's just snow and a fruit. Then you gotta make fries, which are salt, which is crafted water. You basically take the water bucket, craft it into fresh water in a crafting grid. You take the fresh water, craft it again with that to make salt. You craft it with a pot to make salt. And you combine that with a potato and a rolling pin, which a rolling pin is more micro crafting. It's 2 sticks and planks. I can't make them any of the metal ones yet. So that gets you your fries there. That's ingredient 2. So if we go here, you take your skillet, you take any meat or tofu, make toast, which is bread, which is cooked dough, which is 2 of this dough, which is made with 1 flour and 2 fresh water. Here's the fresh water recipe. Yeah, the flour is literally more mortar spamming on any kind of grain. You get the idea. That's just to make one of these. So then you take that. That makes your toast, right? And you make your tofu. You've seen me make that. So you take that. You make cheese right here, which is soy milk and more salt in a pot. So you take your cheeseburger. After that, you mix it with lettuce and tomato. That makes your deluxe cheeseburger, which is your 3rd thing right here. Microcrafting. There's no end to it. That's what I set through the last couple of days. That's what I've been doing. With stuff like that. In case you're curious. not want to use those buckets. Could get half yield for crappy buckets. I know it's funny, but why are you still trying to run the thing? You're not supposed to be running. Chuck that in there. That should clear that out now. Alright, brick dust with clay dust like that. Sort this mess. And we can continue that process. Do this. Yeah. This is literally all I'm going to be doing for the rest of the stream right here. Is just babysitting this process until it's complete, pretty much. So you get to see the raw, unedited experience of what I actually have to go through, rather than just parts of it. This is what really goes on behind the scenes in between streams. Is a lot of this. Just hours of sitting here at a crafting station. And then hours of boring mining and resource gathering in between that. So it gets way better later on though. Like as you get farther in, it gets a lot better. Because you'll be able to automatically have like miners that will automatically mine the veins for you, and you just come pick up the crap and refuel them. So eventually you cut parts of the grind out. But for now, this is what you get to deal with. Stuck because we're waiting on that crap. Alright, that's 10 fire bricks total. Out of 100 something. I forget the exact amount for 4. I think it's just over 100 of these. It's like 110, 120-ish of these blocks. And 4 of these controllers. Something like that. But yeah, there's really nothing else I can do here. Except just wait on this crap. So I guess let's go tend to the crops real quick while this all does its thing here. I guess that is something I can do. Let's keep the thing there. Yeah, actually, let's keep it on me because I need it for reasons, and we'll keep this. Also helps if I sleep. I was about to go out there in the middle of the night with mobs. Almost like the time last week where I kept opening the door and going to walk outside without sleeping first. Fishing zombie. Run. Just run far, far, far away. 99% of this platform is lit up properly, so there shouldn't be very much here. And this is what basically all of yesterday was, and parts of this morning, how I told James this morning I was going to be on here grinding more stuff away. This is what I was doing, was getting all this right here planted and tending the crops and making all of those high tier foods. And off camera, I'll get the nether crops planted, because I'll have to take another trip into the nether, get some more slow sand. And then we can replace like 80% or so of this crap with that. And like most of these will just go away at this point. And yeah, I'm selectively harvesting only what I really need here. Let's see, what else is it that I need? Spinach I already did. Anything here? Nope, don't need any of that crap. Let's see, radish, potatoes we need. Onions are good. Wheat is garbage. Rice is good. And all of this soy can get done. Oh, I was almost running on top of those. That would have been bad. That would have been really bad. These are maple trees. Just minus everything that doesn't matter, because most of the tree just does not matter. So the leaves don't actually have to be there for it to continue to grow, which is funny, but just the way this game works. But yeah, the real fun will be once everything becomes just a combination of the nether crops for the most part. Still have to include certain other crops in there. But most crops will just use, most items will just use the universal nether crops in the end. I should probably clean this out too and start harvesting this. I need to make the texture. I used to have a custom texture for these. I gotta remake it to where it's a little easier to see the final stage of that one and this texture here. Because it's kind of hard to tell sometimes which one is which. Let's see how we doing on it. We're out of pizza. But we're also out of fresh water. I need to do another round of fresh water crafting once the steam tank gets filled, because I don't want to empty that water tank out entirely. Then I'll do another round of fresh water crafting after that, so I have a surplus. Right now I have next to none, so... Alright, this should be able to run a little bit more now. Good, looks like this stuff is done finally. Get rid of the clay bucket. Alright, let's see. Compressed fire clay. Of those, 32 of those. This got 64 more. There. How about we just not do that? It's like infernal ender creeper in the base. It's like, yeah, no, we're just gonna forcefully despawn you. I am not dealing with that. No freaking way. Alright, here we go again. Gypsum there. Need to get my hammers out. Just pop all of that. There. Shock these into the water. Okay, we need to deal with the bricks. Where did I put them all? They're in here. That's right. Don't have any mortars pre-made. All these. Not like that. that. Combine that. Let's see. Was that all the clay dust? I think that was all the clay dust. Nice. That's what I get for trying that. Right there. That is why you don't do what I just did in this pack. Because that is basically guaranteed to happen. Luckily it was within a claim, so nothing got destroyed. Because anything within the claim, by default, doesn't take creeper damage, luckily. It turns mob griefing off in these areas. Thankfully. That's a lot, but probably not enough. Still. You can see just how many hours of grinding this takes just to get this stupid thing. It's wild, you know? We'll take this recipe, save it. What am I missing? Clay dust. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need more clay. Not even close. For making 4 of these things, not even remotely close. Dang it, I keep hitting the shift when I'm doing that. Can't hit shift or it doesn't work right. Now it wants an empty bucket to dump it into. Okay, there we go. Oh, man. What was that? I don't know if anybody else heard that, but I did. I don't know what it was. I probably don't want to know what it was, given the mobs in this pack. Alright, 14. I need 32 of these. This is how long this process takes. So. like off camera, I'll move that setup inside so I no longer have to go out there and turn the thing on and off. It won't be quite as bad as it is right there. Let's see, can I just go 5? No, that... Man, I wish that was a thing where you could just hit 5 and it would go into the 5th slot up here, instead of into slot 5 in the hotbar. Something I've always wished with this thing that it doesn't do for some strange reason, and I don't know of a way to get it to do it either. Oh, it kinda sucks. And I think I have to do this enough to make 4 of these. Just imagine that. I'll just end stream as soon as the blocks are made. I'm not gonna set it up here. I'm gonna set it up in the Nether. I just gotta build like a bigger room in the Nether there and slab it all off and protect it from all the infernal mobs that are gonna appear. So I made the mistake last time of putting the blast furnace in the same room as the Nether portal. I would not recommend doing that. Because then you end up going into the Nether to tend to your blast furnaces, and you end up dealing with a bunch of infernal mobs instead. So, really not nice. As you could probably imagine. It's not ideal. Then we need to get 2 of these to get this on and that on. That gets those cooking. Alright. Now we need more concrete buckets. Yeah, we're only going until I get 32 fire bricks. 6 more to go. Because you got 3 layers of 8 minus 1 because of the controller. That's 23. You know, like that. And then you got 9 more. That would make your 32, plus your controller block that fills in that 1 hole makes the 36. So. Do we have enough stuff? We're just waiting on this right here. Alright, 3 to go. I could actually set it up here for a bit. I may just do that. It's not going to hurt having it run here for just a little while. So, it's definitely not something you want to leave running long term in your base, because you will pollute the literal hell out of it. And it takes a very long time for the problem to go away if you let it get to that extent where it gets really bad. But running it in the short term, it shouldn't be the end of the world. And we want to run it with blocks of charcoal, so we're going to pop some in the compressor, like here. This should be plenty to go around. Because you get a bonus for charcoal blocks, just like you get for coal blocks. You get the same kind of bonus for those. It's hard to tell which bucket's a concrete bucket and which one's not a concrete bucket. Let's see. Here we go. Alright, this is plenty. We only needed 3 to get one blast furnace going. Boom, boom, and boom. Now it should be a valid structure. It's not going to tell you whether it is, but it should be. So then we take blocks of charcoal. Let's see, wrought iron. I need to find the wrought iron nugget, because, yeah. What? Yeah, this thing's a little screwy with recipes like this. Where is it? Yeah, iron nugget to wrought iron nugget, because if you come here, there's no recipe to do it from ingots. Because, again, evil. Why would they be nice? You know, and you can't even do this. So. Yeah, I'd have to solve them into nuggets, I do believe. Like it's wrought iron is really stupid. Let's see. We already, I believe, took gold ore berries, so I think I want to take the iron. I'm gonna hold off on turning that in just in case, though. I gotta check which ones I actually need. All right, steel. Okay, let's see. Okay, we can do it straight from blocks of iron. That's good. So that's what we want to do, is straight from blocks of iron. Some packs you actually have to do it from wrought iron. But you can literally only make wrought iron this early on by nuggets. It's funny, but true. And we need to... Let's see, that may not be a valid recipe unless it needs more blocks of charcoal. It might need more blocks of charcoal. it takes a freaking ton of the stuff. Let's see. It actually won't let you process it that way. Okay. And iron dust, yeah. Okay, so we just need to iron dust it, and then we're good. That's what it is. There's, like I said, there's different ways of making literally everything. It's like, you gotta check what ways you're doing to do things properly. Now we can get some steel cooking. Hopefully. Alright, put that in the fuel. 64 dust. There we go. Now we're cooking. That takes 3,600 seconds. Yeah. When I said slow earlier, I meant slow. As in painfully slow. So we're gonna be here a long while. So yeah, now that that's up and running, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. There's no point in making you suffer through any more of this. You got to see the grind to get one. Now I gotta do the grind to get 3 more. And I don't want to subject anybody to that one. It's going to take as long as you would expect. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. I will see you in a couple of days on Saturday. And the Tori 2 stream that I didn't do yesterday, I'll be doing on Sunday, at the same time as usual, the 1 Pacific. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. I will see you Saturday. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. Oh, and yeah, and I forgot to mention I'll also do a lot of the mining and stuff off camera. Try and get as much in resources as I can in my free time. I'm not going to have much free time until like late tonight. So, if anything, so we'll see how far I get. But yeah, that'll be it. See you Saturday.